This is Cat and Belt. They're 8 months old now. These are the two bitches I have in the sale down at the ALEC Centre in a few weeks. I'm just working them as a team or a pair and playing around with just getting them a bit separated on my commands. So I'll let them work here for a little while, and then I start to try and command them separately, so I don't just have them working together. They work together pretty well. They've got good cover, and they don't just follow each other anyway. They're very independent. I obviously started them individually before I did this, so it's a lot easier to kind of get them separated. So yeah, we need to let them work together and think for themselves, and then I'll gradually try and just sneak them to where I can split them up. They're both by Mater, and they're out of a bitch called Bell's Drift. Little different style. One's a little more direct, and one sort of likes to have a little bit more cover and probably a little busier. Gradually you can get one, call it off away from its mate. That's how I'll start sort of splitting them up a little bit. They're pretty keen to go, so sometimes you know you go to move one and they both want to move because any signal from me and they're looking to do something. So I work them here a little while till they sort of slow down and get a little tireder, and then it becomes easier to get them kind of separated. The fact that they're both keen to go isn't a bad thing. That's what I want in a young dog. Now and then you'll see I'll be able to just move one without moving the other one. Again, I'm not too strict on this. I kind of just want to try and sneak it on them a little bit. I don't want to be so strict that I take their desire to work or their natural instinct out of them. They're doing really good for their age. Sometimes I'll just let them have the stock too. I'm not pulling commands on them all the time. I just kind of let them have the stock and do a bit, and then keep them keen, because I don't want to make them too mechanical. But I damn sure need to have them where they're working for me and not just for themselves. So I'll let them have the stock a little, and then I'll just move them around and let them know that just because I move them, that's not the end of their work either. And make sure that, you know, sometimes you can move around and they're not in a big old rush. It's important that you can kind of drive your cattle as well as send your dog around and head them and work your sides. And, you know, people will talk a lot about natural balance, and that's important. But in saying that, if you let a dog just balance up too much all the time, they're not as useful as they could be as if you can develop some sides on them and steer your cattle. You know, you can sort of let them develop their own kind of thought process too, you know, working together. You know, they're going to think a little too for themselves, which I don't want to take out of them either. If you can get these dogs broke in right at the start, you can just make them a lot more useful. Not saying you're going to make something out of nothing, but you're damn sure going to get the most out of what you got to work with. This is Belt and the Cat. So hopefully they put on a good display at Tamworth.